Good morning. Welcome to our real estate humor meme stream. We get together every Wednesday morning to have some fun. Start hump day with a few laughs. I'm Bill Gross. I'm a real estate broker based in LA, California, running a national, I think the largest national network of real estate agents in probate real estate. But to start the day, because it is Wednesday, hump day, we still got a whole 3 work days to go to get through the end of the week. We need some fun. We need some humor. And so I love memes. I love watching videos about real estate and other related memes. And so we started this program, Real Estate Humor Meme Stream, as a way to enjoy the memes together. So if you're watching this and you're on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, feel free to put a comment in. We're monitoring those websites. And if you want to post your own meme, do that. We'll put it on the show live. If you have a comment on one of the memes, if you don't find it funny, say not funny. If you want to say, Bill, you're good looking and charming, put good looking and charming. If you think I'm more good looking than charming, put good looking, whatever it is that makes you happy. So let's get into the memes. And remember, the point here is to have some fun. So laugh or don't, it's up to you. Number one in the stream. So this is not so common in California because our property tax is limited, but in many states, property taxes go up with the rate of the value of the properties. So property taxes are scary around the country. This is a popular concept where the mother's passed out in fear and the costume is scary. I told you your costume is too scary dressing up as the property tax bill. So again, I don't know that California would quite appreciate that. But we do that, and now there you go. Okay, so next, this one is playing tricks on your buyers when you want to sell your house. So they went. This is a person who redid his deck, went to Party City, purchased a skeleton. So when you redo the deck, you put the skeleton below it. So when they redo the deck in 20 or 30 years, they're going to pull up and see these bones. I think that's hysterical. What a sick sense of humor. I just think that is fantastic. I wish I thought of myself. Okay. Here's one that's true. In real estate, we talk to customers, we talk to each other, we want to impress everybody. And so we have to always act so everything is going great. Everyone needs a person to whom you can actually tell the truth when they ask, how are you? That's a loaded gun because on one hand, you want to be honest with somebody in your life. I think that's what we have family, we have friends, we can share with them. But we also need to make sure we put any problems we have in we got a quote here, in the chat box here. I'm sorry, I got distracted. We need to also be able to put any problems or setbacks we have in context. I had an escrow fall out. And, in the context of my life, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's very frustrating, cost me some money, cost my seller some money. But, I try to go back and look at things and keep it in context. It's not the end of the world. So that's kind of where that one comes from. A quick question we have from Johnson. How do you negotiate with a seller stuck on the price? Well, look, this particular call right now is about real estate humor. So I'd be glad to offline or another time. I would just say in general, we don't negotiate with sellers if they're our clients. We help educate them to make the best decision. I think all you can do is give your seller the best information. They're the most motivated to sell a property. They also know what they want. Our job is to help them get what they want. And so I really am adamant not to negotiate with my client, but maybe negotiate with the other party. And again, that's about relationships and give and take. I do a whole class on negotiation for agents. I'd be glad to share you my notes or something offline. Okay, so that is the meme stream. Let's get this out of here. Go back to that. Okay, so let's see. Next quote up. So this one is So realtor says that multiple bids or offer needs to be the highest and best in order to win. Buyer's dad says, so we can bid $30,000 under the list price, right? And the realtor's like, yeah, so whatever. I think that the father in this case occupies a position we call third base coach or coach's helper, where you work with a client, then out of the blue they tell you, oh, I have this other family members advising me, which I think is great. But we've spent time building relationship with a client, and then another person comes in who doesn't maybe have the trust in us or understanding the process that we've gone through to get to this point. So it is funny It is funny to make fun of that third base coach, I have to say. But usually it's a sign that we probably just didn't do what we're supposed to do. Okay, so for realtors who've taken tests, multiple choice questions be like this. So, because all Steve Harvey, that's the full Steve Harvey. That's him without his beard. That's him without his eyebrows. That's him without his mustache or eyebrows. And there's the full Steve Harvey. Which is the right one? Oh, that one's right. You can kind of deduce the right one from the wrong ones. I think that's the point of that. So I'm kind of guilty of this one. Though we'll see. Some realtors are still using the headshot from 1989. Ooh. So I have one that I didn't really realize. It's about 7 years old. Somebody said I look better than my headshot. I look younger. I have more sun because I swim. But no excuse. It should be updated and current. And I actually went to take somebody had the wrong color clothes on that day. They were offering free headshots, so I probably need to get a professional. And that's part of it. Is it costs money and time to get the right look. But some people, you get the headshot. I'll never forget. I had a client. I had another agent call me and asked to see one of my listings. And I said to her, "Well, I'll be glad to meet the property. I'm on my way to swim practice, so I'm going to be dressed informally. I'll be wearing shorts and a t-shirt because I'm away to swim practice." She said, "Fine." And so this was a condo with a walkway. It wasn't a closed floor, but the floors were basically kind of walkways. I was on the third floor, so I could see somebody get from the elevator walking towards me. And the woman I was expecting was really pretty and young, and the woman walking towards me was much older. And I was looking at her thinking, who the heck is this? She looked like she knew me. I'm thinking, who is she? She said, "Hey, Bill, it's me, Cheryl." And I thought, wow, I would never pick you out of a lineup having seen your picture. So I think that defeats the purpose. I think the goal is we should have a picture that helps people recognize us and pre-meet us. Okay, classic, not sharing all the information with the client. The landlord says, "Okay, no cats, no dogs." Is that okay? And he goes, "No problem." And in the property, they have a horse. So that's just one of the things where, if you ask specific questions, you should say maybe no pets over 25 pounds or something. Let's see here. Here's another one. This is a West LA classic. "I'm moving and need to rehome my dog. Find a place that you can take your dog with you." So rehoming dogs, I think, means find a new home somewhere else. I'm all for that. My wife has a dog. I'd love to move and find a new home for the dog. Send the dog on a vacation somewhere that I'm not involved with. That'd be a lot of fun. Here's a classic case of classic meme topic. "Tell me again why you didn't use a realtor." This is the cat with the water gun. I love these memes. I don't know. Is it just me? Am I being childish? Am I immature? Now here's one. This is kind of a word game meme. 5 ants ran an apartment with another 5 ants. Now they're 10 ants. I think you call that stupid. I think that's anyhow. Okay. So let's see. Where are we? Next. So yeah, this is a classic. This is a different time period than a year ago. A year ago, everything you listed sold right away. Now it has to be price rate, and a lot of agents are a little more desperate to get listings. So this is a projection for next year. An agent yelling, "New listing coming soon," and behind them is a disaster. And the idea being that they listed over the value. It's just going to be another property that doesn't sell. So be careful. I think you have to make sure. Okay, so let's see here. Next one. Okay, so here, this is a classic. If you follow NFL football, you might recognize this woman. She's a Charger fan that was getting a lot of attention. It was kind of like the antidote to Taylor Swift. And so she's a very, very active Charger fan. But what they're showing is the difference between a buyer under contract. Woo, we got the contract. And then it's time to go through the due diligence and the paperwork. Same with sellers. Sellers love getting the offer accepted, and then you give them the disclosures to sign that you've asked them to sign before you got into contract. And it's like, oh my God, so much work. So yeah, the reality of closing the escrow, it's not fun. I mean, I do the best I can, make it as easy as I can, but there you go. Okay, and let's see. Let's do one more. There's a whole group of memes on this topic. Being a real estate agent is the least stressful career I've ever had, says Jessica, who's 29 and looks to be 75 or something. So that's a classic meme concept that we see all the time. And let's see. I think we'll get one more. Okay. When you're acting like you understand everything the inspector is saying. If you've ever been to home inspection, man, they love talking about all the details of the house. And I'm just not, I have strengths, weaknesses. My weaknesses, all the mechanical, electrical. I understand electronics, just not electrical. But the details they talk about sometimes are just beyond my ability. And if it needs to be repaired, let me know and I'll get a professional to repair it. But you have to kind of look like you know what you're talking about to them, because you want to be respectful and appreciative of their time. So, okay, there we go. We got some memes in today. I am Bill Gross. We do this every Wednesday morning at 8:00 a.m. Pacific time. And this is the Facebook group, Real Estate Humor. We have over 97,000 members. We're going to get to 100. Love to have you join every Wednesday morning, 8:00. Pop in here in the Facebook group or on my YouTube channel or my personal Facebook group, my personal Facebook page. We stream this and have some fun. If you have some great real estate memes that you want me to put up or comment on, please send them out to me. And every other way, have a great week. If I can help any way, reach out. Make today your best day ever. Thanks so much.